So now that I'm in the stimulation phase of this IVF cycle, I am now taking menapure and gonal, and my dosage for Lupron has decreased. So just like I did in the other video, I'm going to set the needle to the dosage that I need, which is 5 units. So I pull it back, and that's the same amount of air that I'm going to be putting into the vial. So I'm going to get that set up real quick, making sure that there's no bubbles. You want to pull it back a little bit farther than what you need, and then you push into the amount of units to ensure that you don't have any air. Once again, tapping it, make sure all the air is out. Okay. Now let's move on to the menapure and the gonal, which is a little bit more complicated. Your pharmacy may either give you a Q cap like this, or they may just give you a thicker syringe that you would need to use for the menapure, putting in the saline. Both menapure and gonal, they come in powder form. Gonal does need to be refrigerated. So the first thing you're going to do is screw on the Q cap. And just like we did for the other one, we're pulling it back to the number that I need. I need to have 1 cc of the saline solution. The Q cap just pierces right into the medicine. And then it creates kind of like a vacuum. If I were to let go, it would just kind of fill in on its own. I always end up with a large air bubble on the side, so I like to push it in all the way. And then I pull it out once more. So I'm over here at 1. Perfect. And then now I just snap it off. Moving on to the menapure. As you see, it's powder. Pressing on to the medication. I'm putting in all of that liquid, and I'm turning it 5 times. You want to make sure that you do not shake it. All right, turning it upside down and pulling the medicine all the way down. I pull it back, making sure that there's no drops in there. And then, once again, snap. The dosages change depending on what the blood work and the sonogram that you had earlier that week tells you. For example, today I went in for a sonogram and, or ultrasound rather, and blood work. And they told me that tomorrow I need to not take the menapure anymore. Initially for the stimulation phase, I was on 1 vial of menapure and 4 of gonal, and they went ahead and changed that to only 3 of gonal. And now, tomorrow, removing the menapure altogether. What I did right there was I pushed all of the medication back in because I saw that there was still some medicine left in there. And then now it all came out. Okay, no more drops. As soon as the saline hits the medicine, it pretty much dissolves. So you just need to gently turn it just a few times to make sure you grab all the powder that may be on the side of the bottle, or the vial rather. Okay, no more medicine. And repeating it one last time. When using the Q cap, you want to make sure that when you are pressing the syringe in, you really want to hold it right here and not from the top, because you'll squeeze the liquid out before it gets a chance to get in. So as you see, even though you're putting in more medicine, the volume is not really increasing by that much because the powder just dissolves. You may also have the option of using the pen, which is a lot more simpler, but they gave me the option of using the vial. That way I only need to have 2 injections rather than 3. Alright, so now I'm going to get the syringe ready. I'm going to make sure once again that there's no bubbles. I'm not going to push it up all the way quite yet. I'm going to wait till the syringe is on there. So you unscrew the crew cap and simply screw the needle in. This is the same thickness as the Lupron. However, it is a little bit thinner. Strangely enough, though, I no longer feel the Lupron, but I do feel, I wouldn't call it pain, but definitely an awareness of the medication when it's going in. And I've read that menapure tends to have that reaction. Stings a little bit when it goes in. So now I have my 2 needles ready. Safety cap is back on. And that's it.